Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at the week ahead. That's the week starting October the 1st, 2018. Today we have a Pluto station direct, although Pluto's been, pretty stationary already for a few days. He sort of slowly grinds to a halt, and energy around Pluto stations is always quite intense, quite somber in some ways, it's about soul, it's about soul work, it's about some of the Pluto themes can be loss, can be tragedy in the collective. I'm thinking particularly at this moment of what's happened in Indonesia. These are quite often events that'll fall, simultaneously with these sort of Pluto stations. Although for a lot of people, this movement of Pluto direct, of course, it's going to be a huge release. If you've just had a Pluto transit, you're going to be really glad that it's now moving on from your personal or other planets. We have on Tuesday, we have a groundwater trine. The moon in Cancer picks up on Venus in Scorpio and Neptune in Pisces. So this is, the groundwater trines are very sympathetic. They're very able to empathize with people. There's a sense of shared emotions, shared feelings. Water connects, water brings together. So this is actually a really nice sort of feel-good sort of energy. Followed on Wednesday by Mercury square Pluto, which is much more sort of the opportunity is here for conflict, for exchange of words, which can be quite disruptive, which can be quite powerful in a way, a powerful message. Of course, it's always possible with Mercury square Pluto that a very powerful message is sent into the world. But there's always with the square this sense of irritation, a sense of tension, a sense of friction, which generates heat, which generates, all kinds of things, ranging from anger to resentment to, refusal to accept that message. It's a kind of an idea that has something in a way that is oppressive or feels in a way to many people uncomfortable. Pluto is quite a difficult message to bring across because there's always that sense of inevitability. This is how things have to be. And certainly with Mercury in Libra, which is kind of looking for nuances, looking for, ways forward, which are maybe more diplomatic, which are more, exchanging ideas. This Pluto in Capricorn can really feel like, these ideas, these more ideas about sharing and bringing together are running into this sort of brick wall, which can be Pluto in Capricorn. So this is quite, especially now because Pluto's still not on speed. Pluto, even though it's now direct, it's still not really on speed. So, it's sort of a breakthrough maybe as well, but it's a kind of quite a difficult point in negotiations, you could say. Thursday we have Sun sextile Moon, which is much more hopeful, of course, which is much more relaxed, which is much more, the Moon is in Leo. There's a sense of generosity, there's a sense of we can do this, can do attitude, there's areas that we can find accord. This is very much the sextile. Although on Friday we see then Venus turns retrograde. Venus doesn't retrograde that often, she's maybe every 18 months or so Venus will retrograde. She's retrograding here in Scorpio, and if we look where she's going, she's in the process of her retrograde. She's, for example, going to conjunct Mercury. She's going to square Mars. So, this is almost a Venus or a female. I'm thinking suddenly of, of Theresa May. This is a female that's bracing herself, for conflict in a way. This is a sense of, struggles yet to come, because Venus's retrograde journey through Scorpio, if you look at where she's going, particularly that square to Mars and the nodes, it's not an easy journey. And she will be retrograde until the 16th of November. She goes right back into Libra. She goes right back into, she stations in 25 degrees, 15 Libra. So, yeah, but especially if you look, as I say, to where that Venus is going, I get a sense of a strong woman. It's a Scorpio Venus, and this is a woman with fight, with power too, with resolve. It's fixed sign, a lot of passion there, but it's kind of braced in a way. There's the sense of bracing for a struggle, I feel. Anyway, this is just a quick look at the week. I wish you a great time, and thanks for listening.